One day, God go hear one prayer that day. One day, God go hear one prayer. I say one day, God go hear one prayer that day. One day, God go hear one prayer. Una dey for bush, una no get your food that day. Una just pray. God go hear one prayer. Begin the need to go school. The day is a push, that you make me just pray. God go hear one prayer, see me.
One day, God go hear one prayer, that you. One day, God go hear one prayer.
I say
one day, God go hear one prayer, that you. One day, God go hear one prayer.
See how a woman dead the border is a push.
It's a push.
Begin the lady, big go school, get mama. Who will it cry?
Cry,
cry. One day, God go hear one prayer. One day, God go hear one prayer. I say
one day, God go hear one prayer. That year, one day, God go hear one prayer.
So painful for seeing one brother they kill another brother. Papa God, now you want to know this story. Now you want to know this story. My Papa, what you have for this man now? Hey, in the day for push, they no get water. Oh, that you, that this go. God go hear one prayer. We not get the house them. They don't burn our house them. That you make we just pray. God go hear one prayer, sing with me.
One day, God go hear one prayer, that year. One day, God go hear one prayer.
I say
one day, God go hear one prayer, that year. One day, God go hear one prayer.
See how when they don't burn our house, they for some so money. See how when begin the day they go school. Papa, the lady walk again. Who go feed our picking?
One day, God go hear one prayer, that year. One day, God go hear one prayer.
I say
one day, God go hear one prayer, that year. One day, God go hear one prayer.
The king that did die, yo. Mommy then did die, yo. Brother, United Nations. Just to lock him up, politician them more. Then he said, "Ni soldier that for Kija brother." Who go hear this story?
One day, God go hear one prayer, that one day, God go hear one prayer.
I say
one day, God go hear one prayer, that one day, God go hear one prayer.
Merci Yves Kemayo, El Manager. J'ai cru à moi. L'Éternel est mon berger, je ne manquerai de rien.
One day,
gloire à Dieu.
God go hear one prayer, that one day, God go hear one prayer.
I say
one day, God go hear one prayer, that one day, God go hear one prayer.
Jantou Foundation, espoir des enfants démunis. Caravane Père Noël.
One day, God go hear one prayer, that one day, God go hear one prayer. One day, God go hear one prayer, that one day, God go hear one prayer. One day, God go hear one prayer.
Ambazonians, yes, Ambazonians, greetings to you all this wonderful evening. I've been very impressed by the fact that Ambazonians they need to sleep within this past 2-3 days of activism. We don't plan to one bring back the struggle to the original real. Now about from my iPhone watch here series 4 and about 6 6:53 p.m. for New York time. That means one salute everybody where still day up. The one there for Dubai most especially. The one there where the day Ambazonia where the one system will give una independence just now. Ambazonians, I want really appreciate una. Una sabi say TAPANG IVO and we don't come back live. It don't come back for come bring back the struggle for place where we did before for 2016, 2017, 2018 maybe. Ambazonians will win this war. When I don't promise say will win. As when I see for the side of on screen here, I will show on live videos where they come out right now from SONARA. As I talk right now, SONARA is still born. When I sabi person we already born SONARA, when I know the person. Now La Republic is born SONARA, no be TAPANG IVO, no be Vipers. Now La Republic they get Vipers, not them born and not be weak. We don't deny responsibility for the burning of SONARA, but we appreciate the burning of SONARA. Someone I get this point clearly. As the entire voice of every Ambazonian, we support the burning of SONARA, but no be we do them. The people where they do the burning of SONARA, na La Republic du Cameroon, because they want transfer SONARA, they can go for Douala Day, to go open oil refinery. Ambazonians, we just win this war because all things we talk and it come to pass. All the things we only pray, we only beg God. So when I bring down SONARA, when I bring down Mongo Bridge, it don't work. That means our enemies, they respect our words. And our enemy in La Republic du Cameroon, we don't burn SONARA as we talk. When I sabi yesterday, we get tip off. Say Vipers, the one come back to life. And the people where they give you the tip off, will be seeing for inside Francophone Forum where they say the one do some dirty job for inside Ambazonia and La Republic. 2, they happen as I talk tomorrow. Tomorrow on a Saturday, after Champions League match, 2 again will happen. According to intelligence, we don't get them from inside Francophone Forum for WhatsApp. When I know to what they talk. Ambazonians, will win this war because the easiest way for win the war. Now for back La Republic, say may they activate their Vipers. And whether me say they pay now only 25,000, may they do that job for your own for Victoria, they way it already consume SONARA. And I will talk now, so that means they fire the cash. No way, no they will stop petrol. They don't find water, find all things. Sape Pombier, they don't come out right for Douala, they don't block Tico Road. Amba boy, them, they don't block Tico Road. That means that water they fair pass. SONARA as we talk, so they just consume. That means that SONARA they just born as we talk as of this moment and news where they go on. In fact, we see in one report and they say happening now. Ambazonians, there is nothing we not get to do for regret for the fact that we don't enter this war against La Republic du Cameroon. You know, we only end so I talk tomorrow after Champions League match. We not mark time what they tell una. Tomorrow after Champions League match, 2 they come down again. According to information we'll get about WhatsApp, that means a Francophone their forum. And it shows any people that come to that support, and they blame anybody. But now Francophone that they do no be we in La Republic. Ambazonians, we get a very good genuine cause. Cameroon, it don't start for. The only way we Ambazonia fit turn up strong for support all these things where they happen. We only beg God, say God I beg, destroy we our enemies. Lord, deliver us from the hands of our enemies. Destroy our enemies. Destroy the food our enemy is coming to steal. When they carry banana from your farm, then they run the entire inside city. Curse the banana. No curse not the person where they carry them. So that made the person where they chop the banana, all your family members may they die. So with the curse not the oil. That was curse we don't curse about La Republic du Cameroon. They are thief where they do for SONARA. Now you don't make enough for SONARA, don't catch fire. And now you are the come as the rebel spokesman. Una sabi the title for this particular TV, na Rebel TV. As the rebel spokesman, I want to appreciate the job. As when I say on my screen here, right, I'll say good job. Good job to all the Ambazonians. I go open line on our call. Anyone I want call for sympathize, I go drop the call. The one way they call for appreciate the burning of SONARA, I go pick their call, I go congratulate them. This today, a very big day for Eastern Ambazonia. We'll be very happy. In fact, we are elated as big man talk. In fact, we are engaging in what we have. They call it a revolutionary orgasm. The clitoris of Ambazonia has been stimulated. That's SONARA one this year. We don't make our own man the reach climax. By tomorrow, when Mark and Tapang they go come live, expect Tuesday. When I mark this 2 days for our calendar, tomorrow after Champions League match for evening. And Tuesday for afternoon. When I mark these 2 calendar, maybe man don't say, oh, Tapang again a propaganda. No, na simple thing. Now simple thing because they say Francophone forum, we didn't know what they do. They don't pay Nangamboko, they made the enter, they burn some place them. I'm not going to disclose the place for you because of privacy, just because at the inside the forum and the written way, the message they come, they forward them as received. Ambazonians, any man will get hurt, may try for decoding what they tell now. The easiest way, if you not get door them. If you not get door, you know the meaning of door. If you not get door, at least you get something where they strike them. When I not where they talk, when I get something where they strike them. When I get to bring down La République du Cameroon, down those terrorists down to their knees. And the only way if you bring down La République du Cameroon down to their knees, now for visit them. When I know the meaning of visit, man, they talk to me sometimes I will go talk past paragraph. When I know the meaning of visit, go visit La République. You see the way La République departing now, they don't call me. I don't come up for Indian restaurant, say I go chop buffet for India because I don't want fat. Only as I drive, they say, Ivo, don't hear news, don't hear news. You don't hear the news. I say, which news? Because no, me, I do one. They say, oh, Vipers. No, I say, no, me, I get Vipers. Now, La République, they get Vipers. But La République, I go pick call later. So my big man, they call me. Yeah, hello? Hello? Yeah, Capo. Yes, I did online. You want to participate? All right, Capo, they call me. So now when any man they call me, I need to pick them. But when Capo they ever call me, now person that way me I the believe for all the way they talk. I make a try to connect you. Now wait 1 second. Who's that my cable? They were connect them. Yeah. Capo they online. When I sabi Capo that man way they ever talk through and all it through they ever come to pass. Yes. Capo, I hear you. If you go on, I hear you. You be connected.
Yes, I just want Ambazonians to know that we did it. If they can remember, on the 1st of April, I announced that SONARA was on fire. If they can remember very well, that was because there was a unit of the ADF forces who had infiltrated some of the workers, Francophone workers, not Anglophone workers of SONARA that were hired to do this job. This was a controlled accident in SONARA, and we had published on the 1st of April just to let the Ambazonian know, because previously when we have incidents like this, it has been very difficult for us to make positive confirmation. I will not really confirm anything for the public because it is also very sensitive. We don't want the enemy to know how we operate or to be able to pinpoint certain actions that we carry. But I want Ambazonians to remember 1st of April, when I told them that SONARA was on fire. It was because we had infiltrated SONARA through Francophones. And what is happening in SONARA is not an accident. It is a controlled something. It's something we know was in the making. And we are very, very happy to see that we have succeeded. The La République du Cameroon exploitation of our resources will be stopped. It will not be stopped by a miracle. It will be stopped by us. We want to encourage every Southern Cameroonian, if you are anywhere where you can do something to stop the exploitation of our land and increase the cost of occupation and to stop the feeding of the machinery that is arming the La République du Cameroon army, which is killing our people, burning our village, you can do something. If you can do something, you do something. Call us and let us know if you are in a position where nobody else can be there. We are very, very happy with the guys who were able to infiltrate and recruit some of those Francophones who are working in that refinery, and we are very happy for the success they have had today. It has been something that was in the making. It has been something that money has been put into it, and we are very happy to see the result. We will not give any positive confirmation right now for people to understand, but we want to tell people that this is something that has been in the making. This is something that money has gone into, and we are very happy to see the success. But for the sake of international community and our international partners, we are not going to give any positive confirmation, but we want people to know that we did it.
Excellent, excellent. Capo, this is a very brilliant communications. You don't know the person out today. The one we talk for PG for English, so me I understand where you talk. Make we switch for English, make the international community know. Although me I go now for PG. Ambazonians, we have succeeded. We have brought down one of Cameroon's most interesting and most touristic interests, SONARA. We brought down SONARA through our neighbors who did the job. You know what I'm talking about. The SONARA was burnt by La République du Cameroon terrorists. There is a group in La République du Cameroon called Vipers, and that is owned by La République du Cameroon. The job was carefully planned. We announced that earlier because we got a tip off that this is what will be happening in Ambazonia. Yesterday, if you look at my post, we announced that something is going to happen because the Vipers have come back to life. And that is why we are making this emergency broadcast live to tell you exactly, Ambazonians, if it comes to the interest of those in our enemies who are in Ambazonia, using the pursuits, using the proceeds of their interest to kill our women and children, we shall bring down that interest. We support 130%. We support the burning of SONARA. We support it. SONARA has never worked for the interests of Ambazonia. SONARA has always been an enabling institution whose proceeds have been used against Ambazonians to kill Ambazonians in their own land. And that is why we encourage the burning of SONARA. Those who have done the job, good job. Capo, so other big news than the way it come up, I think tomorrow, right?
Perfect. Because we don't want the enemies to be on our tail. We just want to let them know that wherever they are, where any interest that is in Ambazonia, we are going to reach it sooner or later. It is just a matter of time. Our capacity is being built every single day. We have new people coming in. We have people who are defecting from La République du Cameroon. High-level people are coming in every day. La République should understand that this thing is not going to stop. This is just going to get better for us. It's going to get worse for them. Their worst nightmare that they can imagine is coming very soon. Their worst nightmare that they can imagine is coming very soon.
And what do you think about taking the war into La République?
Because the guys are trying to tell us not to really put things public because of the people who actually did the job. These are people who are very sensitive people, but we want to tell La République du Cameroon to understand that this is not an accident. We are behind it. The only reason we are not going to give a lot of information is because the operatives are still active, and the operatives do not want their name to be out there. But we want to let people to understand that we had announced it earlier, and we had paid money for this issue, and we are very happy. No matter if we use the hands of Francophones to do it, we are happy that we are behind it. And this is a big success for us. This unprecedented is perfect.
I agree.
Perfect.
Capo, I just want to stay online. Let me ask you this question because I believe there has been no human casualties. The people who did the job, whom were paid by people whom you know, the people who did the job as backed by us, recorded no casualties. Nobody was burned in that particular arson. As I speak right now, as of this very time, 7:06 in New York, SONARA is still born as I talk. That means even sapper pompier, they know if you can quench up. Capo, people, they don't cry, say, make we take this war, we enter inside La République, visits on their ministries. What's your opinion?
Yeah, they had announced it already. They had announced it, the CIC, there was a Dublin conference that made this announcement, and a lot of resources had been put into places. The CIC had also engaged and approved such actions and made sure that the Benadekwa would make available resources. So when we have intelligence or we have people who can carry out operation, they approach us. It was very, very easy. It was to facilitate it. And we are very happy. It was something that even myself, I could not see it coming. When these guys, they came up with this issue and they told us we can do this thing, these guys are credible, let us give them the incentive, what it needs to be done. We had to push, so we are very happy. The finances, the people who gave money, we are very happy. We cannot announce them, but it is just a single donor that provided the huge sum of money. I think about 5 people were involved who were all Francophones. So we want La République to understand that they are corrupt. They can be corrupted. We can pick out even Pobia tomorrow.
But if we buy bullets from La République du Cameroon and sometimes guns. So everything is possible at war.
Exactly. That's why everybody have to understand that they cannot be safe in our territory, including Lele Afrique, including Patrick Ekema. He should understand there was one time, I can say this one now because it is already something that has passed. There was one time we made an alert when Patrick Ekema had a problem with one bee. There was a bee who was ready to take out Patrick Ekema, and he was willing to receive money for that project. So they should understand that this war is not going to go anywhere. We are here to stay. We are going to beat them at their game. They are corrupt people. They are people who are not reliable. They don't have credibility. That system cannot hold. The center has been shaken. It has collapsed. And it is a great joy for me to have been tipped off, to have been actually involved with the guys, because I actually was involved with the people who did the job. And we want to thank our Francophones, and we tell them that even those who are in the military, if they can do something, let them approach us. If they can do something, let them approach us. We are going to assist them to accomplish that mission, because most of them understand this is an immoral war. This is like the Abu Ghraib of America. The soldiers who have conscience, they have to assist us. We are not capable on ourselves to fight La République du Cameroon, but we are willing to fight them to the end. And because of our willingness and our resilience that we have proven, they have a moral opportunity, moral obligation to try to help us. So we are calling on all Francophones who are within their military to try to help us, in particularly the Bamilekes who feel our pain. We have helped them in the past. We can help them again in the future, for them to be able to send their women to come and work in Ambazonia like domestic helper, because when we are going to have our independence, our country is going to be very, very rich with our resources that God has given us, that our women will not need to take care of their children. We are going to need foreign workers to come to Ambazonia to work. The Bamilekes are going to be the first in the line, including when we want to give foreign contracts. So they have an opportunity to prove loyalties to Ambazonia, to show us that we can be a friend with them, irrespective of our relationship with La Republique du Cameroon.
So, Capo, what is happening in Ambazonia now, La Republique du Cameroon, the Bonbon place, they don't burn all our houses, they don't kill people there. Most of we would cry now about guns. I know you be part of the contender force, how would they try to bring even the British Southern Cameroon's resistance forces under the contender force and the rest. Right now, because what we try to arm the contender force, nobody you think say fire. Now the first thing we if we take a quench temper. As this fire way the cash right now for SONARA, we don't do nobody you think say if we engage in fire, it prepare the people towards the bigger thing when the contender force launching.
Yes, exactly. Without giving out a lot, because the contender force is now on the radar of La Republique du Cameroon. They are scared to their core.
They mentioned contender force yesterday for Cameroon Tribune newspaper.
Yes, all indication is showing that they are panicking. They are being stressed out. Their alert level have increased. They have taken measures. If you realize they don't longer go around our country with the convoy that they used to go around in convoy. They don't longer use those convoy and during the day. They are now using their convoy at night. That is a direct response to the contender force. They have been blocked down in their bunkers. They are now in their bunkers. If you go there was an instant in Du where they came under attack and they could not even come out of their offices to defend themselves. And this was not even the contender force. This was just a local force that attacked a gendarme post in Du. They were so afraid to even come out of their offices. So all of their troops, like Republic of Cameroon, they have been bunkered down by the contender forces. Even just the impression that we have given them by demonstrating the launching of the contender force, it has bunkered them down. Ambazonians should understand that this is the future of our war with them. They have understand that message of that AK-47. They know that there are Ambazonians out there, over 100 of them, well armed, that can pin them down, neutralize them, take over their armored vehicles, and they are now thinking on what way forward. La Republique of Cameroon, their military are having meetings to think about a way forward in light of the contender force. So this is for real. Yeah, this has happened with very few support. I want Ambazonians to understand that God has blessed them with Ayabacho and the ADF and the guys who are working so hard night and day on these issues. They need to support it. They need to support it and make sure that this thing can be expedited. Because right now we had a plan to have about 12 contender teams, even though we have 13. Yeah, we are working on 12, and it is being expedited. We already have the cells that have been activated have not been declassified. But we have more than one contender force that are ready for action. They are now already in process of coming up with their attack.
What are the advantages of this contender force? Because we've received information from Ground Zero that soldiers are kidnapping others. You saw what is happening in Bali right now. Koraman has been buried alive. Acid was killed reportedly by Koraman. Some kind of tribalism division within the struggle, and even soldiers are turning their weapons against each other. This is not the first time it's happening. It's been happening over and over, and we've been warning people to steer clear of such menace. What do you think is the advantage of contender force over the traditionally existing forces?
Yeah, previously our forces who have a national projection were having they were already buckled down because you had instruction from Samuel Sako, Pastor John Igowan, including Eric Tato, and some people who were promulgating the county by county issue. They had actually given ultimatum that people should not trespass in their territory, or if our forces come into the territory, it will be an incursion. So that had made us tied down. We could not really access every area which we want to operate in our territory, even strategic area. And but now with the contender force, they are so strong and so out that we have outnumbered the other forces that they cannot challenge us. You saw big number. He went to Bali with his troops for an operation there for a survey, and they had to come out and greet the population. They were able to do that because of their ammunitions. There was no force on the ground that can stop them and tell them, don't come here. You know, the way they arm and we are now ready, we can access every part in Ambazonia. Even in Lebialem, the forces that used to oppose us there, we have outgone them, so they can now just work with us. They say, if you know we BT, you carry it back. So now most troops who were working against us are now carrying our backs. Everywhere you go, it is ADF. I can tell you now that we have about 5 other forces, major forces that were previously more or less independent or working with the ASC, are now lining up to become part of the contender hood. So This is the future. This has really helped to remove the roadblock of county by county. It has really removed it. It is irrelevant. There is nobody who can stop us now. Nobody can tell General Arke, don't come to Hakwaya, because the way he's armed, you have to go and physically stop him. That is why Dr. Ayabacho Lucas on his Facebook page says that those who have been given bans, the time will come when the Ray people will be given ultimatum. And now even those who have been promulgating the county by county, their voices have gone down a little bit, because on the ground they are getting the intelligence that they cannot contain us anymore. So we can actually make those bans and it will have real effect, because we have troops that can go into any area. We are capable of taking over a whole district. I mean, we are capable of doing so. The only reason it is not happening now is because we are not still ready to hit and hold. The face of contenderhood means that we will be able to meet La République du Cameroon forces on the ground, a special unit of La République du Cameroon, because now they are working in about a group of 5 to 7 armored cars with 3 carriers and then around with 2 hillocks. That's how they work in their convoy. So we have upgraded our plan to be able to contain them. That means we are capable now of stopping one of those their convoy and neutralizing them completely. We are capable of doing that. And we are waiting to have the chance. Right now, as we speak in Ambazonia, there have been no convoy of La République du Cameroon moving around our territory from the day the contender forces were launched. As they used to say, as all the village people used to say, quote me anywhere. Quote me anywhere. Ask it on social media. Those who are saying that they have not seen the contender force on the ground, tell them, have you seen the convoy of La République again? Just ask them that simple question. There have been no convoy trying to use the ring road.
I say, Capo, what is happening with the intelligence forces of OCO? Because they've been doing a fantastic job. They ambushed 2 La République du Cameroun military terrorist trucks and killed all the soldiers. We saw that on video. We saw that on CLTV. And they did a video from the scene showing the dead corpses and the armored cars that were ambushed. What exactly is happening for us to bring the OCO intelligence forces into the contender hood?
Yeah, what has happened in OCO was that the forces who were there, they had this was an opportunity for them to neutralize those forces, because La République du Cameroun, their forces were trying to come out of Kambe. They had sent a lot of forces to go into Kambe to parade, to stage scenes for 20th May, and then they were trying to come out. So they intercepted them. That is what happened on that operation.
Yes.
So those forces who are there, they did an interception of those troops who were coming out from parade from 20th May. If you look at that vehicle that was burned, that was attacked, it was actually shown on CRTV on 20th May. So that is the guys who did that job, and they are doing a fantastic job. We are asking them right now just to stay on convoy,
Capo, what is the way forward? What should we do at this time? I understand you are the ambassador of the interim government, whose president and only president is Sisiku Ayoktabe, who is in jail. But what do you think the people want right now? A government or a warfare against La République du Cameroun terrorists? How do we get them down? How do we buckle them down?
Yeah, my brother, I am a little bit uncomfortable with people calling me ambassador, even though I am an official and ambassador representing Seseko Ayoktabe's administration in Asia and Middle East, because I am also the bishop representing the British Southern Cameroon Resistance Forces I'm also a consultant with the AGOF-C, as well as a member of the contender who having a direct relationship with the ADF. So I want people to understand that I'm not
so many positions without us even acquiring a parcel of land.
Exactly. I am not. My job is not to issue visas. My job is not to primarily to do diplomatic mission. This is a mission specifically designated to bridge the gap between the AGOF-C and the IG and bring both sides together. We are in a war, but this gimmicks is meant to help our people who have already been manipulated by this whole concept of a government. The only way Siseko Ayoktabi have to go ahead is to name the same government and try to make a transition. That is why the Restoration Council have been designated as the Transitional Restoration Council. The Vice President, who is in the position of the acting interim president, because the constitution of the IG does not create any position called acting interim president. So the Vice President, who is the acting interim president of the IG, Mr. Yerima, is going to lay out the procedure and the timeline, because we had discussed and said that we need a timeline. Our people deserve to have a timeline to this transition period. They have given them a timeline. Sako have been kicked out of the whole show. He has now been left to be doing his circles with a bunch of people he hired for the local government representative. But we are in charge. We are going to transition the IG probably from a government to something else, to a revolutionary council, or it may transform into a group, just like the AGOF-C. There are two camps in the IG. There are those who believe that we should keep the government, the form of a government, and there are those who believe that it should become a joint platform.
We don't need all these governments right now. What is at stake? What should we do for ground zero right now? There is a contenderhood without enough arms. What do you think can make La Republique panic? A government or war?
Yeah, the people have to understand that we have a leadership in Dr. Ayabacho. There is no doubt about that. We should not get mixed up, because people are going on social media and say we are too disorganized. There is nothing. There is something in place. We have seen in Brussels how our leaders have come together from the leadership of the AGOF-C. Make no mistake about that. People should not mistake the IG for the revolution. The IG is not the revolution. The IG is a joint platform. It's a major platform that has a reference point from the consortium. So there is a reason why everybody puts their eye on the IG, but we have to understand that leadership in the revolution practically is in Ayabacho's hands and the AGOF-C. So people should not be worried and be distracted by what the internal problems of the IG. It is internal problems. It is going to be worked out, and we are happy to find a lot of solidarity coming from the AGOF-C. You find people like Kavi, they are coming up to criticize what Sako is doing. It is a patriotic duty for every Ambazonian to condemn what Sako is doing. We cannot allow an illegality. We cannot allow an official hijacking of Siseko Ayoktabi's position. So we are very, very happy. It is so bad that these people will go the length to send letters to diplomatic corps about this nonsense. It is a shame. You can only do so if you are working for La République du Cameroon.
But we also saw Barrister John Frunso coming out openly against Siseko earlier today in one of the staged interviews by a certain Paul Nilong in Maryland. What do you have?
Who hired through before? You remember, that's why I told Ambazonians that we have gone past those days. That all it takes is for somebody to just come and say power to the people, and everybody will fall behind you and think that you are the Messiah. So the fact that Through is talking so well, which is something I appreciate, it does not mean that he is going to be on the negotiation table like the way he's saying every day. He keeps on talking about I'm going to be on the negotiation table. We are not fighting to negotiate. We are fighting to liberate.
Thank you.
So Samuel Sako, the fact that you hired Through does not mean that...
And who is a lawyer on hire? Because anybody can hire a lawyer.
Anybody can hire him. So he is not the lawyer of Siseko in the first place. Siseko have his private lawyer. The lead team of the lawyers that are representing the Naira 12 had always been the Falani in Nigeria. He is the lead team. They had actually, I wouldn't want to say it on social media because it was privileged information I had. They had actually rejected Fu's application for habeas corpus in La République du Cameroon court, because our whole posture was that La République du Cameroon government does not have the legitimacy or the jurisdiction to try our leaders. They don't have it. It's an illegal adoption. They should not even try them in La Republic of Cameroon. There was no need to give them a semblance of legitimacy by applying for help in their court. You cannot go to Pobia and ask for help. We know that this thing is not a trial for any crime committed. So it is useless to go to the court of Cameroon to go and try to seek for justice. All we can do is make a statement during this trial, like Mandela made a statement in his trials, to show the international community that this is a kangaroo court. They don't have any legal proceedings that we are relying on. So through coming out to tell Ambazonia that we should be hopeful, Ayoktabi is going to be released by a court action, those were all propaganda. Sorry to say, people will get hurt because it's not convenient for them to hear people criticizing people.
You always speak the truth, so I believe in all what you're saying.
Yes, so Ambazonia should understand that through was doing propaganda when he come and tell us that Siseko is going to be released. Everybody know that it was propaganda, but nobody wants to say it. So if they don't, if they feel uncomfortable, let them hear it from me. So full of propaganda. You cannot be thinking that they are going to release Siseko and coming out and making an international press briefing and telling the whole world that they are going to be released. We have made an argument that they are not in Nigeria, they are not in Cameroon.
But do you think he's just so excited? Because I see him as someone who is too excited.
Yeah, he is so excited. He's a patriot. He's like Agobala. He's like a lot of Southern Cameroonians who have been francophonized in one way or the other, because they actually believe that there is some hope in La Republic of Cameroon. I believe like what Agobala is saying. He thinks that we can actually convince La Republic of Cameroon to come out of their state of mind. Or we can believe in their judicial system, we can believe in federalism, but we really don't think it is possible. These people are gone. La Republic of Cameroon, they have been, the process of assimilation was completed. Amongst all the Francophone countries, there have been no people like the people of La Republic of Cameroon. Their citizens have become sardina. They are a mockery even to the Ivorians. People are making music everywhere, making mockery of La Republic of Cameroon citizens. So the process of assimilation have been completed. There are people who are walking now like zombies behind the French government. There is no redemption. That is why we are going away.
So
irrespective of the fact that our population have voted, our forefathers voted that we should join them. They gave us a mandate to join them. But irrespective of the plebiscite, we are reversing the plebiscite to tell our forefathers that they made a mistake. The people who were giving the warnings were right. Like Honorable Weber said, those who were giving the warning about joining were right. So if they were right, the consequences and the rational thing to do is to reverse the plebiscite, which we did on the 22nd of September, we did on the 1st of October. The people have clearly reversed the plebiscite by observing the independence ghost town. It is a demonstration of a reversal of the will of the people. The only thing we are lacking is we don't have the capability of demonstrating that through a referendum. Whether it gets to that or not, we know that our people have demanded a withdrawal from this union. And like any other country, we have the right to withdraw.
Okay, away from all this history, let us go back to the main topic, which is SONARA. We believe that the only thing that will take us to freedom at this moment is only a rebel group and whose revolutionary leader is Dr. Ayabacho, that has been tested and proven over time. What do you have to say for those haters and hate preachers who consistently for the past 2 years were vilifying and demonizing Ayabacho Lucas? Where are those haters today? And who honestly was the big thief?
When I said 5 months ago that the real savior of Siseko Ayoktabi would not be the people who are using his pictures on Facebook page as profile, people did not believe me. When I told them that the hope of Siseko is in Ayoktabi, is in Ayabacho, people could not believe. But I want to talk this one for Pidgin because it be directed for our people. And that they are going to talk this, that their first language uses 80% of the hearer.
Right.
The problem for black man of Asabi, the way we Ambazonians they would see ourselves for this struggle, then become a problem. All man want be leader. All man want do it. Now why that way they want this local government by local government so that all man people should don't go that way people that see face begin talk saying me I get the place, now me I do one, I be chairman for this place, I be chairman for this one. We lack the capability for always submit ourselves for people to engage sense. Any man who engage sense will want quench up. Ayabacho na clearly the leader. He get the charisma. He get the wisdom. He get the roadmap.
But the majority has seen it now.
Yes, he can attract the best minds that we have. Look at somebody like you, working with him hand in hand. Look at people like Larry. Look at his team. For goodness sake, look at Sheikh Kavi. He was there when they took over the radio station to broadcast the independence of Ambazonia. So the thing is that our people have to develop the capability to be able to come under one person. All of us cannot lead at the same time. We must assist somebody. Humble yourself. Like I'm doing. I'm humbled. I am not projecting myself like a supreme leader of some group. I'm not projecting myself like, oh, the general who is working with hand in hand with me, General Ariki. We are not projecting ourselves like superior. We are looking for a way we can assist the leaders to synchronize with them. We cannot just go and be doing our thing in isolation. That's why we are part of the contender force. Excellent. Nobody can go and say that, let Bafut fight La Republique, county by county. Mancon is fighting La Republique. La Republique has been using their own contender force because they have gathered all their forces in one group, moving from county by county. That is what we are going to do. We are going to gather our groups. We have chosen the best quality of our people that come from the block by block. We have regrouped them now into a contender force. We are going to fight county by county. We are not going to be the same like Republic.
Capo,
they are fighting.
I appreciate. Permit me to interrupt you, but I appreciate your intelligence. There is something you've just said within the last 30 seconds. La République du Cameroon is moving as a contender force, a mixed joint task force of the B, the police, the gendarmes, the Garde Présidentielle, all of them in a mixed battalion called the contender force, moving from counties to counties, from states to states, attacking and finishing all of us. It is time we approached that same La République with the same medicine they are using against us. Build the contender force. Our contender force will move from counties to counties, states to states, and take away the entire Ambazonia from La République.
Perfect. Perfect. Just imagine if this is their task force, as they call it, they call it their task force. That is their own contender force. Just imagine the day they are going to meet our own contender force. And if we beat them, it will be game over for them. These guys are not strong. It will be game over. They just have one contender force. As a matter of fact, they have one contender force. And the day we will meet them head on, because they are hiding from one area, they will emerge in another area, The day we meet them with Queen Gem, it will be game over. It will be game over.
I completely agree. So, Capo, what is your last word for what just happened in Limbe? We've seen these photos coming from Limbe. We've seen the videos coming from Limbe. Everyone is so pleased. Everyone has a whole heavy heart, despite the kids that have been killed in Ambazonia. Do you think we should continue with this encouragement of burning La République du Cameroon's interest without touching humans, while respecting Geneva Conventions, touching only state interest?
Yeah, we thank God for the doubling declaration. We thank God for the doubling declaration to Dr. Nyi and all the people who were there. They have proven themselves that they are people who are contenders. We thank God for them. It is a legitimate target, and we want to encourage all the cells that have moved into La République du Cameroon, in particularly those students who were part of the Amba boys who had moved into La République du Cameroon for studies, to understand that they should follow the Geneva Convention. They should hit only the type of targets that were listed in the doubling declaration. This is a legitimate target because it directly provides resources for La République du Cameroon to attack us. Targets like government offices that are used directly to support their mission in Ambazonia can be targeted. Institutions can be targeted. Economic sabotage is legitimate. We should stay in legitimate target because we have responsibility as part of the international community to respect international law, and it is also part of who we are. It is our moral fabric. So stay with the legitimate target, avoid casualties, use francophones when it is possible, because these are sardinat. You want to go to do something, buy your sardine and bread. Buy your sardine and bread. Yes, if Pobia can use sardine and bread, we can also use it. That is how this project was done in SONARA. That is, La République du Cameroon know it best. We had announced it, 100% announced it, so that our people should understand without alerting the authorities of La République du Cameroon. We did it so in the best possible way. It has succeeded. We want to thank our donors. We have a special donors of dedicated people who want to be part of those teams. They should approach MOMSI So we are very happy. Congratulations to the Dublin Declaration.
Yes, Capo. One last thing before you leave. We have so far about 9 members of the contender force. I don't know if you have your phone, you can see it on your screen. For every Ambazonian, if I minimize my screen here, this is the Black Lions of Ambazonia, the SWAT of Ambazonia under Bell. The Black Lions, who are they under, Capo?
The Black Lions, you know, some of these forces, they don't want to be identified. Right. There are forces who are completely dark. They don't even have a code name. Like, even if you see the way even the 7 Qatar, people would be surprised. 7 Qatar that has been operating and sometimes having joint operations with the British Southern Cameroon resistance forces, they have remained anonymous. They have just remained anonymous because La République du Cameroon have made it a propaganda point to go after the key generals.
Sure. Unless
you already have become a general with a contender, like you have already achieved that level, like General Efang and General Areke, we don't advise them to put their face out there. So,
okay, so far we have the 7 Qatars. We have the Ambazonia Defense Forces.
The only general whose name is out there is General Qatar, which they don't even want to put a face to that name. Because what happened is that our people have to understand this. This goes particularly to the people who are also trying to become like rebels. These rebels wannabe. They should understand that every time we put a name of a general out there, La République du Cameroon use that information to torture those who they have in captivity to gain information. This is information that have come directly from Kondengi. Every time they hear there is a general here or this person, they go and torture people they have arrested in that area. So now must tell you now who get the name. So that's why we don't want to put out certain names. We just use the names of those generals who are already out there to function the way they are. Yeah. Okay. So that's why
so far we have the 7 Qatars, we have the Ambazonia Defense Forces, the ADF, we have the Ambazonia Gorillas, the Amba Gorillas. We have the British Southern Cameroon's Restoration Forces, or the Resistance Forces, rather. We have the Tiger One. One of my best groups, Tiger One. We have the Sword of Ambazonia under General Bell. And then we have the Black Lions, Ambazonia Black Lions. Go on.
Yeah, that's why even the Tiger One does not have a general that nobody knows who is the general of Tiger One, but we know the guy. But nobody knows. So we leave it that way. And we are very happy to see the leadership of those people, including Mr. Martin, who is the bishop there. He's the one giving them guidance, helping them with research work and all those type of stuff. Right. So he's the founder of Tiger One as well. So that is it. Yeah, that is it. We support that theory. It is working. It is working marvelously. Just the contender force. I've seen a lot of novice asking questions, and these are the things that just stress us up. We have seen a lot of novice asking questions without doing any research. They're asking, where is the contender force? Hey, that is what Cameroon is seeing the effect. They are seeing the effect on the ground.
Right.
Sometimes you win war. War is sometimes just psychological. Imagine that the Biafra won their war, but nobody could even proclaim that they have won the war, so they keep on. The Nigerian government just had to outweigh them and get them to get weary, get hungry, and they won the war because they didn't do enough to have European countries to recognize them. As much as Ivory Coast recognized them, they needed the European countries. So we are smart this time. We are not going to fight without the political arm. So the foreign diplomacy is very key with our fighters. The way we fight, how we choose our battles is so important. So sometimes we know what we are doing and people should be patient. But the result of the contender force has been the greatest success, even without them going into direct actions. We have seen them actually doing some test runs when it happens in Bali, in Bambui area there, where the General Efam they went into with AK-47. They used some of those rocket launchers. I think 4 of them. It was very effective. They have gone into test runs 2 times. La République du Cameroon knows what we are talking about. That is why they have not been able to use any convoy. Right now, they have been picking up people from even Cambe with helicopters. From Cambe, they pick them up with helicopters. Their duos who were used on the 20th May were airdropped by helicopters. They were not brought in by convoy anymore because of the contender force. So people should be informed. They should not ask useless questions. They should not ask useless questions. The time for Ambazamzam is over. Everybody is wise.
But we understand that most of them are ghost profiles from the Blue and White Army, as I hear. What is the Blue Army?
I think that their main leader, who is Pastor Achu Kingsley, who have been behind most of the fake write-ups as well. People like Kemi Achu, who is a professional journalist, 10 Blue Army, and people like Coco de Bling. And you could see their supreme commander crying, you know, when they cry like that. you know that it is game over. When they cry like that, Kapu Daniel is happy, you know. They say Mumu is crying, Liba they kill you. Now there are time to cry. Me, I didn't cry. Tapang, when you go, sometimes video we go, she don't quiet. I did me one, I cry for Facebook to say what happened in my eye. I cry to say, now so I laugh. Now they cry, Kapo Daniel they laugh.
I hear they want to ban the container forces in Manu.
Do they have capability? Or let they want to use that? They cannot. We are content. There is nobody. When Ayabato said that you people were banning people, now the time have come. If me now, Kapo Daniel, I tell Eric Tato, you will not go to your village, you will not go there. But we are civilized people. We are civilized people.
But we will never do it. We'll never do that.
Yeah, we are civilized people. We are fighting. I am fighting for Eric Tato's family. I am fighting for his wife and his children. I am fighting for everybody. I love them. I see them as my brothers. Eric Tato should know that. But there are things that when it comes to our nation, we cannot afford even to put our friendship ahead. That's why I tell Eric Tato that if he is a Southern Cameroonian, if he is not Mwachuku as this fake profile guy is insulting him, let him come down instead of crying and apologize to the 300 people that he is responsible for instigating their dismemberment. Let him come and apologize to Ayabacho for sabotaging him. Let him not come and cry for Samuel Sako. Let him come and apologize. Let him repent. If he is not working with La Republic of Cameroon, let him come and say that I'm sorry for giving intelligence report because Mark Barata caught him red-handed. I'm saying that Mark Barata caught Eric Tato red-handed, published his phone number, and said that this number is responsible for providing intelligence to La Republic of Cameroon. Mark Barata did that, not Kapo Daniel. Quote me anywhere. Mark Barata did that, not me. So I'm not talking out of nowhere. We saw what happened in the kidnapping of the students in the Presbyterian College. Eric Tato provided what La Republic of Cameroon needed.
Yeah.
He has to apologize, not only apologize, repent. You know, coming out there to cry and
Capo, I love you for one thing, your truth and your tenacity. May you live long. May you continue to keep up with this wonderful spirit. I also appreciate the fact that it is midnight in China and you're up at this moment to discuss and to talk about what has happened in SONARA. The burning of SONARA by people you know. I don't want to call the names. And we are all pleased. We are all happy. We are jubilating. This is the first step on a very slippery slope. We're expecting more to come. Tomorrow I've given you the rendezvous. This same time tomorrow. Mark your calendar. This same time tomorrow, you will see 2 big hits. On Tuesday, you will see another hit. Ambazonia, we have everything to give you independence on the platter of gold. Capo Daniel, let me not chop much of your time. We'll figure out a time to have you on Skype someday.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, General.
Excellent. Ambazonians, that is Capo Daniel. I appreciate all his works. I appreciate this brilliant guy, very eloquent, always steadfast, very truthful, honest to his words. Those are the kinds of Ambazonians that we need in this contemporary age and time. Information coming in from Ground Zero shows that SONARA is currently burning as we speak. And this is exactly what we promote on this particular Rebel TV. We are out.
Cameroon, +237.
Yes, it looks like a number is trying to call me. Hello, now to talk.
Yes, na Chiri talk.
Even in you don't even call your name. You call from Ground Zero.
Yes, Ivo. Yeah, I want to talk directly with which really happen on Sonara, and I want to talk something directly to you too.
Go on, please.
Yes. Which really happen for Sonara, na very good thing.
Right.
For us Ambazonians. But some people, they take and let's say, that's some negative things, say, with the glass, say, they burn our
What stupidity? What stupidity? Yes. Is it ours? Sonara is not owned by us. It is owned by La Republique. Sonara has a general manager. Charles Meduk has been a general manager in Sonara for the past 18 months, 18 years. Taken over by another Bulu. You've never had a general from Sonara. A general manager has never come from Sonara. Sonara has about 90% francophones. The few anglophones are auxiliary staff.
Even cleaners, gardeners.
The few anglophones in Sonara are auxiliary staff. I did geology. I have a degree in geology from the University of Boya. I left Boya, went to Sonara to apply for a petroleum job. What am I talking about? I did petroleum geology. I applied for jobs there and my file was rejected. So what are you talking about?
So we need to educate them more. We need to educate them more because they don't know. So that very good thing that will happen for us.
It is the best thing that has ever happened to this struggle. Take down all La République du Cameroon's interests. It is my name. Quote me. Take down, burn them. Burn all La République du Cameroon's interests. Don't touch human beings. Respect humans. Whether you're your neighbors or not, or visitors, respect all humans. Touch only their state interest. Those colonial vestiges. They are out. They are using the proceeds of these vestiges to kill our women and children. Unacceptable. Take them down.
The next thing I want to talk now. The next thing I want to talk now directly to you on a personal note.
Go on.
Yes, I want to thank you for the effort where you make for this struggle, right? Then I want also make a point very clear. Among all the activism, I will list all their names from Eric Tato, from every other person where it there for frontline as activists. Each time something don't happen for Ground Zero, I don't contact them personally through phone calls, messages, Facebook messages, and the rest. But no one did ever take the time for investigate except you and Capo. I get a screenshot from my messages. I fit screenshot them, I send them. You guys take your time to actually investigate. Even if when you do your investigation, you come back to me, bro, I don't check and so. So I want to tell the others activism. Hello, you get me?
Yes.
Yes, I want to tell the other activism, say, somebody must be very close to you. Somebody must be in a person where you know it before you investigate any matter. So far as na Ambazonian, anything that happen for any place, if somebody tell you say something that happen for some place, try to investigate. And if you come time, I don't say you message say something that happen for this place for Munya. And if you come time, I don't say you say something that happen for this place for Bukwango and the rest. You do your best to investigate. The other day they went to my house at Bukwango. They attacked. I told you, you took your time and did your investigation and came back to me. The other time, they attacked some other people at Chico. I told you. I told Capo they did. I sent it, Eric, send it to Mark. I have the screenshot to everybody. But nobody bothers to reply. If not you or Capo. So please, you must not know somebody before you investigate on what. Check the profile. If it's a true profile, the person's information and all the contacts are there. If it's a true profile, go ahead, do your investigation and come back to the person, but don't just ignore. It hurts. It hurts when we see some people behave like that. That's why we don't take some of them serious. I will just tell you, keep up. If you are the lone person or Capo is the next, I will firmly stand behind you guys because you guys are proving to me that you've actually followed up. You actually follow up. The rest, I tell you, I can screenshot all the messages I've been sending to them. They have been seeing, but no reply, no investigation done. So thank you, and Ma, leave the line for another caller, Miko.
Excellent. Wonderful caller. I appreciate your voice. I appreciate your tenacity. I love what you've just said. The call don't drop. So any other caller, if you're there for line, when I go hear them in the call, I go pick the phone. Ambazonians, this has come to the point where we have to accept the reality. We've built the largest contender force, a joint task force to get into Ambazonia, comb all the streets, comb all the counties, neighborhoods, rooftops, states, and the entire Ambazonia to give you what you have always been disprivileged on, Ambazonia. Your country will come to you in the next 18 months. Believe in what we tell you, because we've been tested over time. The truth has finally revealed itself.
Cameroon, +23771.
Make a pick this call. Hello?
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 Yes, hello.
Yeah, please go on. Good evening.
Yeah, that's for the call from Ground Zero.
I know. You don't talk, say Ground Zero. Yep.
Yeah, I want to talk on some certain things the way that they happen for inside a way it not being meant to be online. Please, when I know say one of the published information about soldiers and for Ground Zero, it leak information to La Republic, and when they publish pictures and for soldiers, and please I beg una they blur their face then.
Okay.
Because soldiers and they fit send them out for special mission then for inside, even inside La Republic, but their face they don't be published out where they no fit even go for this.
Right.
They no fit even go for some special mission then, because soldiers and people the way they fit even mingle among people then will get information, but their face then they don't be published out the way they no fit go in for that kind of mission there. So nothing now the one beg someone and not to do them again.
I completely agree. I accept the apology. We'll be doing that exactly. I'll be sorry. And I know they hit one at the face. Just the fact that we even publish a photo, they will come now after your brothers them. Who can ask and say, you know this person. And when you deny, if he catch you, if he kill you, I understand, brother. No vex.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that one just talk about and thank
Excellent. You. Stay safe.
Thank you.
That one I call away, don't just call. Sorry for that harsh sound. Would you try to improve the sound quality for Ambazonia Rebel TV? This one a Rebel TV. I appreciate the fact that rebels that watch online for this particular time. Remember, we are all thieves. The Lord shall come like a thief in the night. As they always sing at Catholic Church, the Lord shall come like a thief in the night. He will come at the time you don't know. What will you say when the Lord has come? What will you say when the Lord has come? We'll be not thief people them, and we'll come like thief people there for night. So all those people, when they catch me, say thief.
Germany, +491521.
Make a pick up this other caller. Hello, now the call. Hello? Hello? Oh. Anyways, try for a call again. I shall say the line that the jam people that the call. Yeah, hello, now the call.
Hey, Mr. X from Dallas.
Yes, please go on.
Yes, Mr. X from Dallas. I follow Big Boss. Yes.
Go on, please.
Yes, yes. I want to talk. We get two.
Sorry? You see, Ground Zero, their own calls the clear pass person when you did for Dallas. Oh my God. Please, one on call we how will you call your girlfriend? When you no one talk, your girlfriend is vexed because you line the jam. When you call me, go stand under electric pole. For play with MTN the electric pole there. You stand, you dial number, tingling, you call. Hello? Do you want a Rebel TV? I've been a rebel. I want call for, please. And when you want call for this station, identify, say you've been a rebel. You don't need your name. Just call, say, hello, Rebel TV, I am a rebel. I am calling.
Germany, +4915.
Hello, not the call. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, go on. Now, rebel, want to be rebel.
Okay.
Now, rebel, want to be rebel.
Rebel to talk.
Okay, go on.
Yes. Are they happy? Are they happy for all the effort, the work we do work up? I don't know how much we I feel thank you. And I really want for thank especially this contendant force for down there, because they don't come for proof of wishing. That is the only way out.
Right.
That is the only way out. Just look at yourself for these few days then where you don't mount up this your media, the information we're sending out. The La Republic, they be very careful for their movement now. That means they need to work anyhow.
Right.
They need to work they need to work anyhow again. So I really they're happy, and I want me to put more effort to that. And therefore, in regards to this nonsense where they call us say IG, that means I don't look into the whole matter or they don't pass me. If they catch you a big man when now you give you power, they put them for prison. You take power now for which side for council you do what they call us say now impeachment.
Right.
My brother, I never ever see that kind of thing.
Everybody be shocked, everybody be confused for two way happen. But make we forget about all these useless governments. They are useless sets of people. Forget about this Cristiano, Sako, and the rest. These are useless, outdated people.
Yes.
Just focus on this was soldiers there for ground zero.
Yes.
If you want to focus your attention on politics abroad, you'll fail.
Another one where it don't happen where he passed me now Eric. Now Grandmaster, the witchcraft don't catch you. That cry where they cried, now that magic for Grandmaster, now you don't hold phobia, you don't come up for phobia for his skin.
Right.
All them they go cry, they never see something. They never see something. Anything where it they go around, they go come back for their own table them. So now their own time this for payback. I thank God because it does he don't go for church, go pray. Can they make Lala cry? You go take how many months of your life for spoil, kill people them, and they come for one day can cry. People they sorry you. Well, we'll leave you to now for God your own hand. And then for talk concerning that Chris Anu, my brother, I wanna forget about that man. I be asked her last time say we'll give our money away, they be the book of my account. They go for that interim government. May you post them for online. So that at least people they feel even we get our small money, would put them before you want say you go swear that account. So that the thing about they beg me to do.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're not gonna post any fundraising for now because we want to educate the people. What problem not be money? What problem is not money? Two we have SONARA today because now just 25,000 francs. When about $50.
MBU Emil. WhatsApp audio.
Hello? Yes, go on. How to call? Hello? Oh, the lines they connect. Hello? So what happened today for SONARA, it costs just 25,000 francs, which is about $50 only. So a problem no be money.
Unknown caller.
Hello, now the call.
Yes,
hello?
Rebel General.
Yes.
Rebel General.
Na rebel you talk or no be rebel?
Rebel Semaine General.
Okay, yes, go on please. Na rebel you talk.
Na rebel you talk.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Papa. I want to appreciate La République for the great job they do for this SONARA.
Right.
And we don't plan and with them, so we believe that they will take the money and chop, they go chop. They don't prove to us say they really sardine, say that their head full with sardine. So I want to thank them very much and get much job to give them, much job. So I want to tell Ambazonians say, whether they say na we do am or whether you know na say na we do am because na our land, now we dey control everything that is happening there. So everything that is making La République ungovernable, now we do am.
Excellent.
The only thing we know to do am now to kill our people. That one that I will do am, but that SONARA where they don't be export for long, they kill the people on top. Now we burn them. We the Ambazonians.
Now we burn them. Yes.
Now we burn them, and
I like this.
Tell Ambazonians to celebrate tonight and
celebrate. Pop the champagne.
Yes. We don't cut champagne to say yes, make them burn all night. We thank God say no Ambazonia died. Nobody died, even Africa, nobody died. Now just SONARA the burn to go with that.
Excellent.
So the next target, we not go talk. When it happens, we go talk.
Yes,
so
the next target is tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening. Two target and tomorrow evening. Would they pay?
The container forces, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
ADF everywhere you go. Container force, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Container
I salute you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For baby journalists, for journalists, may they drink them. For some babies, they overcry. Thank you.
Amen. Inshallah. Amen. Excellent caller, wonderful caller, very brilliant. These are the kinds of people a woman of high political pohaha, a woman of high labradoritic formations, a woman of high Kayanite, Silimanite, and Andalusite. Ambazonians, we don't win this war, we don't give una this war, we don't make everybody for lubricate this war with victory. This war, now war we already win am. We'll be sorry, say they don't keep people there for Ambazonia. We're not going to raise any funds now. Our main focus now for build the contender force, the strength, then we'll raise funds. Whether we'll raise them publicly or privately, all the generals them, they will tell we where to raise the funds.
Cameroon, +237.
I don't know how to call. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go on, please. Now, rebel or not be rebel?
Hello?
Now, rebel or not be rebel?
Rebel.
Okay, go on.
Rebel.
Go on.
Yeah, we just make it around just to tell you that we are how to feel successful things here in Victoria, but still looking for some more boys. Not all series got through them.
Amen.
So we're still expecting them more to live, but we have a successful work we carry out today.
Yes. Good. Oh, sorry. I'm not going to take up calls. I don't want to talk. Ambazonians, make I close the show for today. I'll be happy. I'll be thankful for everybody we don't watch. I believe say we get our independence if we stay united, very strong and united. Ambazonians, sorry, I don't block the lines for today. I'm not going to pick up any calls because me, I get to go rest. I get to go get about 8 hours of sleep. And our own sacrifice, we don't sacrifice them for the struggle for make sure say, make everybody get the independence. I want to thank everybody. We go there for this Rebel channel every time. This one a Rebel TV, now your TV station. We'll create them for Ambazonians and for all Ambazonians. Ambazonia back as I go, make una keep away from politics. All that barrister John Fru and the rest, those useless politicians, the way don't turn them. Forget about them. Just focus on ground zero. Make una just focus on the ground zero. How will we get our independence? How will we burn down all our republic, their interests, state interests? We touch down all of those colonial vestiges. We bring down all of those colonial vestiges. It is very important for our victory. It is very important for our independence. Thank you very much. Do have a splendid day. I love you all, and bye-bye.